Alright, well today I start the motorcycle safety course, the one where at the end you get your M2, and I'm going to take this road, I think. So I guess the course is going to be like, today's just a 3-hour sit in the class session, and after that, why is our car just stopped in the road? After that, Saturday and Sunday are from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Yeah, that's right, 10 hours. And at the end of Sunday, they give you the M1 exit exam, and if you pass, you get the waiver and you take it up to the license office for the M2. So hopefully I pass that, and then I won't have any of these restrictions. Like, I'm in Canada, and they do a staged licensing system. I've never been up that road, so we'll go this way. They do it with their cars and their bikes. You start off with motorcycles, you start off with an M1, and that's the equivalent of a beginner's. And it's good for 3 months, but you have to have it for at least 2 months before you can take the test to get the M2. And the M1, basically, just like any beginners, like in the States or anything, you would take the test, you take a written test, and then they give you your license, and you're good to go ride by yourself. You don't need any passengers or anything. Actually, you're not allowed to have any passengers with the M1. Let's go. The M1, you can't take passengers, you can't ride. You can only ride 30 minutes before sunrise to 30 minutes after sunrise. So basically, if there has to be some kind of light. You can't have a passenger, no alcohol. And you can't ride on any road with a posted speed of over 80 kilometers an hour or any of the 400 series highways. And once you get your M2, I believe all the restrictions except for alcohol, you still can't have any alcohol, but you can do everything else. And then you have to have your M2 for a full year before you can get your full M, and that takes off all the restrictions. If you've taken the safety course, you only have to have it for 8 months, so it shaves about 4 months off. But in Canada, that's a winner, so it doesn't even matter. It's not like you get any riding experience in there. Wow, I just downshifted to first because I'm a moron. I meant to go to second. These are the only good riding roads that I've seen in London. London, Ontario. Yellow light. So, this road we're gonna go on is probably the most twisties you'll see in this town. And I realize you don't go in a town to find twisties, but even outside of London, it's all just straight side roads. I wanted them to go so I could give this car ahead of me time to get ahead. Can't go fast for these because I'm not sure if all the sand has been washed off or not. This is the first time I've been on this road since winter. But these are the twistiest roads we have. Yeah. Woo! And that was it. So yeah. Safety course. From what I gather, it's just gonna be, you go, you take the class, they'll talk about stuff, and then we go, oh, right there, that's where I dumped my bike. I was playing there with a friend, I had my bike for maybe 2 weeks, and I'm going faster than I should. And he was doing, he's got a big 1100 cruiser, so he's got some power to it, and he was doing burnouts. And he said he always wanted to do like a tail whip kind of thing. And I was a dumbass, and I was like, I can do it. And I tried it, and I dumped the bike. There was no damage done. It was a very low speed, like almost standing still when it fell over. Like I was moving forward, but by the time it was falling, I was standing still. And it kind of just like threw me off the bike. There's a few scuffs. Maybe I'll show it at the end of this video. But other than that, if you go up that road, there's a fun hill to go up and down, but that's about it. I've had my M1, I got it in July, and it's only supposed to be good for 3 months. I had the road test scheduled for September 11th of all days, and they went on strike. The licensing office went on strike August 28th, so like 12 days before 12 days before my test, and they stayed on strike until January 5th. So when I got my bike out in March, I might have got it out early February, I don't remember. No, it was early March. Anyway, when I got it out, going faster again. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was worried about, because my bike was an hour and a half away, and I didn't want to put it in the truck, I wanted to ride it back. And so I went to the licensing office, and I was like, hey, can you renew my license or something, and since you guys were on strike? And they said all licenses that had expired during the strike, hey, wait a minute, were basically extended to July 1st of this year. So it was still good. So I used that to bring it home, but when I signed up for the safety course, I explained it to the lady at the counter, and she didn't think that they would accept it because technically my license says it's expired. She thought they'd question that. So when I went back up to the licensing office, they gave me a piece of paper, and they were like, well, show them this. This is, you know, this is official. This is actually a law passed saying that these have been passed. So if they don't accept it, then they just, well, basically she said they should accept it. But then she was worried about them giving me the runaround and being screwed out of the class, so she just basically reprinted it. So I have a new one. It says I just got it the other day, but I didn't. You know, I really didn't think I was going to talk this much. I thought I was just going to film some trips, but I should have looked behind me before I got in this lane. I checked the mirror, but I didn't turn my head. And thought I was just going to be filming trips, but I started talking. It's weird, once you put a camera in your face, even if it's not on you, you just kind of start talking. Guy gave me a look. I'm going to actually pull over and shut it off now. When I get home, I might show the scuffs where I fell. I don't like riding through town with a camera in my face, especially downtown. I will take it downtown so you can see it later. Pretty much I'm only talking to a few friends that are going to be watching this, because I doubt many people will. I'm going to pull over in the back of Palisade. Palisade! Ooh, that was sandy. I do not like this. That's horrible. Alright. Alright, so that's the bike. And I don't know if you can see this on the video. Oh yeah, you can. Wow, it looks much worse on the camera. Here's a couple marks on there. I think it just looks worse because my bike's dirty, but it's not that bad. Alright.